Let's check things off the to-do list and hang this vintage macrame table. I needed an extra tote to pack away holiday decorations the other day, and instead of buying a new tote, I decided to finally hang this macrame table I've been meaning to rehang for years now, and then use the tote it was in for the extra holiday decorations. Next to the sofa here is where it's going. It used to hang in a bedroom. These photos were from 2019, and there's no sheet on the bed because this was from footage from a paid gig to push that mattress protector back when I ran an IG account. I decided to move this little cabinet from being at an angle to being flush against the fireplace wall. That will create a bit more room for the macrame table. I think my reservations for hanging it in our living room were mostly due to having little kids around, but they're all teenagers now, so let's do this. Out in the garage, I'm grabbing some options for hooks to secure in the ceiling so we can hang the table from that. There are plenty of options here, so let's hopefully get this hung. First, we need to test if the light still works. Here I am adding the light bulb to the lamp that's at the top. I know I share a lot of thrift finds. This was actually a yard sale find. My mom found it for me years ago, and I think she paid $3 or $4 because the person just wanted things gone. When that happens, it makes the find even cooler because it feels more like a rescue and revival. Rescued just to spend 5 years in a tote on a shelf. I inspected the plug and the on-off switch. Everything looks good, so let's test this out. I plugged the lamp into a 3-foot extension cord with a flat plug just in case the sofa ends up flush against the wall. And it works! Okay, now we can move forward. The glass piece that is the table still had little dog hairs on it. Our dogs have been gone for years, but anytime I unpack a tote from the garage, I am met with a sweet reminder of them both. They both lived very long lives, so it's all good. After a bath in the sink, I let the glass sit here to dry all the way while my spouse added an anchor and a hook to the ceiling. This is also a good reminder to add paint over the patchwork to the list of things to do. A different light fixture used to hang in that spot. There was some drywall dust from the drill, so I decided to give this little cabinet a dusting. It needed to be cleaned after taking down the holiday decorations anyway. These two birds remind me of Marv and Harry from Home Alone. This cabinet was handed down by my grandma, and I love to display a few pieces that were also hers on these shelves. Okay, we are dusting those last few shelves and adding back the pieces I keep here. Then I went in with the vacuum to get all the dust and drywall that had fallen to the floor. Once I hung the macrame on the hook, I realized I wanted it to sit a little lower so the table would be even with the sofa. I added a chain, which was also my grandma's, and then I stood back and turned on the light to make sure it was a good fit before bending the chain to remove the leftover pieces. Okay, perfect fit. The hook looks good, the chain looks good, the light is working perfectly, the table is a good height for someone sitting on the sofa, and the floor is all clean. Here it is all done, and then I'll pan the room because I feel like this really does add a great vibe to the space. Our home was built in 1950 and the limestone fireplace is original. Perhaps a macrame piece similar to this used to hang in this room in the 1970s. Come back next time as we tackle more things on the to-do list.